My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you all are doing well. This is an outdoor news episode in regards to Moosejaw, Walmart, and Dick's Sporting Goods. The developments in this story have taken place recently, and I found them very interesting, and I thought you all would as well. I want to get your feedback on this topic because this is interesting. The developments that I'm talking about are in regards to an outdoor outfitter known as Moosejaw. Most people in the United States, if you're interested in outdoor equipment and so on, have heard of this company. Most refer to this company as Moosejaw, but officially it's Moosejaw Mountaineering. This outfitter was founded in 1992 in Michigan, and that's where its headquarters has been for the longest time. Since 1992, it has become one of the largest outdoor retailers in the United States. They developed a very strong online presence along with 11 physical stores. Now let's fast forward in time from 1992 to February 13th, 2017. It's at that time that Walmart announced that they had purchased Moosejaw for $51 million. The plan originally, according to Walmart, was for Moosejaw to operate on its own to continue doing what it was doing. But over time, Walmart and Moosejaw began to develop a standalone brand that would cross over on both platforms. You may remember this brand as Lithic. I originally reported on the development of this brand here on the channel, and after that point in time, I reviewed a number of those products that the companies released together. They released backpacks, tents, sleeping bags, cook set stoves, and more. According to Walmart and Moosejaw, the purpose of this brand development was twofold. One was to offer low-budget gear. Two, the brand was supposed to be inclusive. As soon as those products hit the market, I began testing them out, starting with a tent. From the get-go, I discovered issues with that product. In fact, I discovered a design flaw with their tents. And after reporting on this, Walmart and Moosejaw pulled the tents from the market because of my testing and because of what I discovered. Once the tents were off the market, I continued testing out additional products. And every single one had major problems. The 65-liter backpack was one of the worst I've ever tested. The sleeping bag that I tested out, the down feathers would just come out of that bag. You would go to bed in it, and the next morning you would be covered head to toe in feathers. Because of the testing that I did here on the channel, the Lithic brand ultimately was discontinued. Again, thanks to the Outdoor Gear Review. Every single product that they had produced had major flaws, had serious problems. So after I reported on all of these issues, basically those were like the final nails into the coffin. Fast forwarding in time to 2023. There are some major developments. At the very beginning of this year, 2023, Dick's Sporting Goods announced that they had purchased Moosejaw from Walmart. Now, I knew about this, but I decided to wait and hold back on reporting about this story until there was some sort of development. According to Dick's Sporting Goods, they were going to leave Moosejaw alone, and Moosejaw was going to do its own thing. Basically, this is the same thing that Walmart said that they were going to do. When Dick's Sporting Goods announced that they had purchased the company, Moosejaw, they did release the following statement. We admire what Moosejaw has accomplished over the past 30 years as leaders in the outdoor industry and look forward to the opportunity to share insights and learn from one another. We believe there's potential to grow the Moosejaw business and provide compelling experiences and an expanded product assortment to its millions of loyal customers. Under this new arrangement, Dick's Sporting Goods would be run under the Public Lands business, which is part of Dick's Sporting Goods. Unfortunately, no company disclosed what Moosejaw was purchased for. I personally would love to know that figure because it would be very interesting. And that's because of how well the outdoor industry is performing right now. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute. So again, everybody, Dick's Sporting Goods purchases Moosejaw at the beginning of this year. Fast forward to now, it is early October. There have been some developments. Developments that I personally saw coming. While Dick's Sporting Goods said that Moosejaw was going to be allowed to do its own thing, I did not think that was going to be the case. And unfortunately, it's not true. In September of this year, 2023, Dick's Sporting Goods announced that they are closing 11 of the 14 Moosejaw stores. These stores will be closing in February, and included amongst these closings will be the headquarters in Michigan. As it stands now, Dick's Sporting Goods' plan is to merge Moosejaw with the Public Lands brand. Both of these will be under one single operation. A spokesperson for Dick's Sporting Goods stated, "After careful review of our outdoor specialty business, we have decided to form one team that will support the the operations of Public Lands and Moosejaw. The team will be based at the Public Lands headquarters in Pittsburgh. A logical question to ask is this: why is Dick's Sporting Goods closing down these physical stores and also shutting down the Moosejaw headquarters? To answer this question, in June, the CEO of Moosejaw stated that the business had been slower this year. He went on to state that retailers were reporting that sales were down in the low single digits to even double-digit areas compared to last year. Naturally, folks, this makes sense, especially when you consider the economic climate here in the United States. Over the last handful of years, the economy's taken a beating, inflation's sky high. People do not have additional money to go out to purchase expensive outdoor gear. The dollar's not going as far as it used to. Food prices are sky high. Fuel sky high. And because of those factors, all of this makes sense. They're going to shut down those physical stores, combine some businesses, and focus on online e-commerce. And folks, as far as the news goes, that's pretty much it for this episode. I am dying to hear from you all. What do you all think about this development? First off, when Walmart purchased Moosejaw, nobody thought that was a good idea. What do you all think about Dick's Sporting Goods purchasing Moosejaw? I personally do not think this is a good idea either. What do you all think is going to happen next in regards to the Moosejaw brand, now that it's owned by Dick's Sporting Goods? Will it continue to live on, or will it be phased out over time? Additionally, I would love to know what you all think about Dick's Sporting Goods. What are your thoughts about this company? Based upon my experiences of speaking with viewers here on the channel, most people have a negative view of Dick's Sporting Goods. The general consensus is that if you're serious into the outdoors, backpacking, hunting, firearms, target practicing, so on and so forth, Dick's Sporting Goods is not the place to go. What do you all think about that assessment? Comment down below, share your thoughts. My experiences with Dick's Sporting Goods has been limited because I've never even been to one. Their overall exposure in my part of the world is very limited. I live in a small area where there's just not much. There's definitely no Dick's Sporting Goods. With that being said, I do have some experience purchasing products from the website, and I can tell you that the company sells a lot of junk, unfortunately. You all may remember the Dick's Sporting Goods tent that I purchased that failed so badly that I had to escape it in the middle of the night and go sleep in my truck. Make sure to check out that episode. I'll link to it in the description box. Anyways, folks, I thought you all would find this story to be very interesting. So make sure to sound off in the comment section down below. Hit the thumbs up before you go. It helps the channel quite a bit. Everyone, take care, be well, strength and honor.